Saul Murray, a 33-year-old lived in Luton, was a father of 6. He had recently moved into a new flat in the Newtown area after being released from prison. His Instagram boasted luxury items, designer clothing, and even posting an image of 2 Rolex watches, one which was a Rolex Daytona, which was not so easy to get your hands on. February 9, 2022. His Instagram caught the attention of a 36-year-old woman from Stratford, London named Surpreet Dillon. She messaged Saul through Instagram after he posted a video of the 2 Rolex watches. Surpreet made advances towards him and sent him flirty suggestive messages and some voice notes.
Your favorite drink when you do drink? You gotta have a drink with me though, right?
Yeah, I only drink like Hennessy though. Only straight as well.
I drink rum, but I can fuck with Henny as well. Not a problem. Alright, cool. Seeing as we're doing like weird questions, I've got one for you as well. Have you slept with a like Asian, Italian, coolie girl before?
Following the back and forth conversation on Instagram, they went on to exchange numbers and continued to talk on WhatsApp. Couple weeks later, Surpreet messaged Saul saying she will be in the area to meet a friend and asking if they could meet. He agreed. She asked for his address and he sent it over. February 26, 2022. In the late evening, Surpreet and her friend traveled to Luton in a Mercedes, which was a hire car. They arrived at the flat around 10 p.m. The arrival was caught on CCTV at Murray's home. Few hours later, the pair are seen leaving the flat at around 2:30 a.m. One of the women is seen to have gone outside and seemingly taking pictures on her phone. The other, Surpreet, doesn't leave the building but comes down to leave the door open with a broom. The other woman later returns. Just under half an hour later, 2 men can be seen entering the building through the door which had been left open. 20 minutes later, the 2 women are seen leaving the building in a hurry, followed closely by the 2 men with one of them holding a knife. Not long after, Murray can be seen running to the door, undressed, at which point he collapsed and sadly died. A few hours later, a tenant in the building had returned home from a night shift around 5 a.m. and had called the emergency services. However, it was too late. It quickly turned into a murder case and detectives reviewed CCTV and May's phone data. It didn't take them long to discover Surpreet Dillon was one of the women in the CCTV footage and who Murray had planned to meet that evening. She had an extensive criminal record which involved a variety of charges, and police later established there had been various other accounts of men stating that they had met Surpreet and she had drugged and robbed them as well. The police visited Surpreet's home and she was under arrest for the murder of Saul Murray.
Open the gates! Surpreet? This is Surpreet Dillon. You're under arrest for murder. Look down at your chest. Look down at your chest. This is a teaser. Kill 50,000 balls. Alright?
Police analyzed her phone and discovered the other woman who went to the flat with Dillon was Temideo All. She was considerably younger at only 21 years old, and was a university student in Coventry. Subsequently, the police visited her student accommodation and arrested her. During Surpreet's initial interview, she gave no comment throughout. Temedeo doing the same after claiming her innocence and not knowing Murray.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
Honestly, I am traumatized that I'm here, that I'm linked to any type of murder.
Yeah.
I don't know the poor soul, and I'm very gutted that he did. Honestly, I didn't murder him. I didn't harm him in any type of way. I'm honestly just an undergraduate student. I just wanted to get my degree.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that now.
Okay.
So that's all I want to say.
Okay.
Police did more digging and managed to trace the connection between the two women, dating back to 2017. Where there was police footage of a raid at Surpreet's Jamaican restaurant, as they believed it was being used as a front to sell drugs. After carefully reviewing the body cam footage of the raid, Temedeo was clearly seen where she was only 16 at the time, which brought further questions of child grooming charges to Surpreet. A toxicology exam was ordered, and it was discovered that Murray had been drugged with a date rape drug called GHB. Swabs of May's neck and face were taken. Unsurprisingly, traces of both the women's DNA were found, indicating there was some sexual contact between both the women and Murray. 2 days before, voice notes and messages were recovered between the two women and another male. Discussing the Instagram post and Deo stating the watch is probably old and not worth more than $3.5 grand, and mocking it. With the amount of growing evidence, the suspects were both charged with murder. The pair never gave up the two males involved in the murder. However, further investigations of the CCTV and the car used was a rental, they were able to track the car's movements, which led to one of the males being known as Cleon Brown, who was later arrested. Using the vehicle's GPS tracker, the whereabouts were able to be located. February 27, 2022. Just before 5 a.m., CCTV of the vehicle was shown entering a petrol station. A male could be seen coming out the vehicle asking to use the vacuum, in only his socks. This could be because he was aware of any blood being on his trainers. Cleon was called in for questioning. He gave no comment throughout his interview, despite looking nervously at his solicitor various times as police presented strong evidence against him. Cleon Brown was also charged with murder. After this, the attention of the detectives turned towards the fourth male involved. Following a cell site analysis of Cleon's phone, they were able to find that he was in contact with an unregistered Leica phone number, as well as another number who was the partner of a male named Ike. He was well known to police. He was the only one to use a burner phone and to switch off his phone during the incident, which made him the most difficult to identify. He was also arrested and gave a no-comment interview. Following the vehicle's movements, police were able to find 2 days prior, the two males visited a KFC, which was crucial evidence as Icahn was wearing a coat similar to the fourth male suspect who was seen holding the knife on the day of the attack. Despite this, police didn't have enough to hold Icahn in cells, so they released him on bail. However, police ordered the same Moncler coat and reenacted the movement of Icahn in the KFC and the flat to strengthen their case. The coat was expensive and a rare piece, with only 69 ordered online, one of which traced back to the address of Icahn Mafia's partner. He was also charged with murder. November 2022. A 10-week trial commenced. During the trial, both the females placed the male suspects at the crime, and they were the ones who wanted to search the property and they didn't want to be a part of it and left immediately. Icahn claimed he attempted to take the watch off Murray, but he woke up and a struggle ensued, which led to him stabbing Murray. It is clear from the crime scene there was some sort of struggle, but Murray was most likely affected by the GHB in his system acting like a sedative. Surpreet Dillon admitted to playing the role of the honey trap and stated she had done this around 6 other times to men in the past, with the reason being to feed her family. Despite having wardrobe full of designer clothes and items, she claimed she had brought along her defendant, Temedeo, on 4 of those occasions. She confirmed the motive and what led to her targeting Saul Murray, which was the post of the 2 Rolex watches. January 10, 2023. A verdict was reached. Surpreet Dillon, Temedeo and Clean Brown were convicted of manslaughter. Ica Mafia was convicted of murder. In a sad twist, it was found out that the 2 Rolexes they had come to rob were fake. Murray planned to sell the Rolexes and use the money to buy items for his new flat. Only 3 days into moving in, he was murdered. Saul Murray had a criminal record, allegedly committing a similar robbery years earlier. But it appeared he was starting to turn his life around and go legit.